Your phone, your morning coffee. Why that one? Was it the brand? The price? Maybe a friend told you about it? You probably think you've got a simple answer, but trust me, the real reason is way more complex and a lot more interesting. See, that decision wasn't just a simple, logical choice. Nope, it was actually the final result of this mysterious process that happens inside what people in marketing call the buyer's black box.
All right, so what is this black box anyway? Well, let's take a look inside, because that's where we'll find the answers to why we buy the things we do.
Okay, so at the very heart of it, the black box is where your buyer behavior happens. And that's not just the moment you tap your card. It's the whole shebang, from the second you think, I need something, all the way to what you do with it when you're done. This model here shows it pretty simply. You've got all this stuff, marketing, ads, prices, what your friends are buying, all that goes in. Then your brain does its thing, processes it all, and a decision comes out. The real question, the big mystery, is what's actually happening inside that box.
Okay, let's start peeling back the layers. The first thing we find inside that box is all the psychological stuff. I'm talking about the invisible gears and levers whirring away in your mind that shape every single choice you make.
You know, a huge part of what drives us are our basic human needs. You've probably seen this before. It's Maslow's hierarchy. We're always trying to satisfy these needs, starting at the bottom with the basics like food and water, then safety, then wanting to belong, and then feeling good about ourselves, our status. That expensive watch, it's not just telling time, right? It's probably hitting that esteem button. Or buying a really nice camera. That could be you aiming for the very top. Self-actualization, expressing your creativity.
And then there's this other really cool idea from Freud. He basically said there's a constant battle going on in your head. You've got the id, which is your impulsive side, the little devil on your shoulder screaming, I want it now. Then you've got the superego, which is the little angel, your conscience, saying, oh, you probably shouldn't do that. And your ego? It's the referee trying to find a compromise. Literally, every purchase is a result of this internal tug-of-war. And get this, on top of all that internal drama, you don't even see the world objectively. We all have these powerful mental filters. Think about it. You're bombarded with ads every day, but you only pay attention to the ones that matter to you right now. Then, you'll probably twist the information to fit what you already believe. That's distortion. And finally, you only remember the stuff that confirms your existing opinions. So for a marketer, just getting a message through to you means getting past all of these mental shields. It's tough.
But here's the thing. Your black box isn't operating in a vacuum. It's not sealed off from the rest of the world. All that psychological machinery we just talked about, it's massively influenced by the people and the culture all around you. It's like an invisible social blueprint.
So we're all swayed by what are called reference groups. Some of them have a positive pull, like your friends and family, the people you're actually with, or aspirational groups, like the celebrities or athletes you look up to. But there's also a negative push. You might leave a group, a disclaim it group, and stop buying what they buy. Or you might actively avoid certain products because you don't want to be associated with an avoidance group. It's fascinating, right? We buy stuff to fit in, but we also buy stuff to signal that we don't fit in with certain crowds.
And it gets even more complex when you look inside your own home. For a big purchase, it's almost never just one person calling all the shots. Think about buying a new TV. You've got the initiator who says, hey, our TV is getting old. Then the influencer, maybe the kids, chimes in, it has to have all the streaming apps. The gatekeeper might be the one who does all the research and says, okay, here are the 3 best options. The decider makes the final call, and then the buyer is the one who actually goes and pays for it. A marketer's job is to figure out who to talk to at every single step of that process.
So, we have these psychological forces, these social pressures. How does it all come together? Well, it's not just a chaotic mess in your head. It actually feeds into a pretty clear, structured 5-step journey. This is your buying path. It all starts with step 1. You realize you have a problem or a need. Your old phone is dying, whatever. Step 2, you start looking for information. You Google it, you ask your friends. Step 3, you weigh your options, you evaluate the alternatives. Step 4, you make the actual purchase decision. And then super important, step 5, your post-purchase behavior.
Are you happy with it, or do you have that awful feeling of buyer's remorse? Now, for something small like a bag of chips, this whole process could take literally 5 seconds. For a car, it could take months.
Let's zoom in on that third step, evaluation of alternatives, because it's really key. This is where you're basically running a mental spreadsheet. So for a car, you're looking at all these different things: price, safety, how it looks, the brand's reputation. And you're not just looking at them, you're mentally assigning a weight to each one. Maybe safety is more important to you than style. Your brain crunches the numbers, and the car that gets the highest score in your head, that's the one you're going to choose.
Okay, so we've pried open the black box, we've seen the gears turning. What's the big takeaway here? Well, it's not just about helping marketers sell you more stuff. For us, for you and me, understanding this whole process is a superpower. It helps us make way better, more conscious decisions. So here's your toolkit for being a smarter buyer. Next time you're about to click buy, just pause for a second. Ask yourself, is this an emotional impulse, or do I really need this? Think back to Maslow's pyramid. Am I buying this for me, or am I just feeling social pressure from some group? Am I letting my own biases cloud the facts? Just being aware of all this machinery behind the scenes makes you a much, much more empowered consumer.
And that leaves us with one last big question. Now that you know the rules of the game, now that you've had a peek inside your own secret buying brain, who's really making your next choice? Is it you, or is it all the systems that are designed to guide you? It's something to think about. Thanks for joining me on The Explainer.